Hey guys, what's going on? So I'm going to quickly teach you how to do the valuation and get that going so we can figure this out and put it together finally. So if you go here, you look on your judge panel sheet. If you scroll down, we're looking for valuation. Then what we're going to do is we're going to use a formula system to compute this. So what you're going to need is you're going to need your DTFD, your company one, and then you're going to need Google Classroom access. And in order for Google Classroom, if you just scroll down a little bit to the Don Tank section that has all this stuff, you're going to click on the calculator here by BizX. It'll look like this, and what you're going to do is you're going to scroll down a bit here, and this is where we're going to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to use 2018 right now. I know the year's not over, but let's just pretend it is. So what we need to compute is our 12-month sales and our 12-month operating costs. And then we'll get a manager's salary after, but I'll help you put that in. So first we got to compute it. So we're going to go back to our DTFD, and in order to do that, we need 12 months. Our problem is we only have 9 months. I'm sorry, we only have 3 months. We need 9 months. You could do it where you just figured out an average of the ones up here for it, but the problem is we don't want an average of that because we know the third month is really the important one. So what we're going to do is we are going to assume that this bottom number, our third month, is where we want to be for the rest of the 9 months, not the top ones, because we've changed things better. So what we're going to do is we're going to add that up. So how you do that, you click the equal sign, you click on the one that you want, and you hit the little asterisk, the times button, and you're going to do 9. Hit enter, and you get 324,000. After you do that, do me a favor, hit the equal sign, click that big one, and I'm going to go plus the first month, and then I'm going to hit plus again the second month, and then I'm going to click enter. And that's my final. 416,000 is my cost for the year, what I'm projecting there to be. I'm going to then do the same thing over here, okay? However, I'm going to teach you a trick. If you just simply highlight, sorry, let's see if I can get that. If you just highlight it right there, you see the little box down here. If you drag it over this way, it'll automatically, well, it should, never mind. You know what? No, I'm not going to teach shortcuts because I shouldn't teach shortcuts in life. It's bad. So we're going to do the same thing again. I'm going to go equal sign, the last one that I want there, and I'm going to hit the asterisk, the times 9, click enter. Now I'll do the same thing. I'm going to click the equal sign. I'm going to click what I want there, and I'm going to hit plus month 1 plus month 2 and hit enter. So I have $416,000 or $416,000 for my cost and $486,000 for my 12-month revenue. I'm going to take those numbers and I'm going to go back into BizX and plug them in real quick. So we'll go here. So sales, I said it was $486,000. Excellent. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh man, see, look at me. Sometimes you just got to slow it down in life. Operating expenses were $416,000. Excellent. That's all I need there. I'm going to go down, and on the industry, I'm going to go scroll down and click consumer services. Click that. Manager salary. We're going to do $50,000 just to be safe. Need that in there. Then I'm going to scroll down here, and on earnings trend, I'm going to do steady revenue. I would like to, but yeah, we're going to go steady revenue just to be safe for it for the time being. Risk factors, I'm going to do under 1 year in business. Upside low risks, I'm going to look at we're a high growth industry. We're assuming we are, and we're sustainable competitive advantage. Excellent. I'm going to scroll down a little bit more, and I'm going to calculate my business value. So excellent. My business value right now, what my business valuation is on this company is $140,000. Awesome. Where am I at here? On my judge panel sheet, I'm going to go in here, click on it, and I'm going to, if I could do that, that would be lovely. I am going to put $140,000 is my valuation. Wonderful. That's what your company is worth. Regardless of the profit you make, they're saying your valuation on a simple formula scale is $140,000. So let's keep going with it. Now, so if we look at the investment here, how much are you looking for in an investment? What you need to do now is you need to figure out in this line what you're asking the investors for in your company. How much are you looking for to get from them? Okay. Are you getting the $140,000? Are you looking for more? How I would do this, if we go back and look here. Our first 3 months, if I simply add this up together, it's $128,000 is what it's saying. My first 3 months to get me going is that. In my recommendation, I would not ask for anything less than that. Because what you're going to do eventually then is your profits here are going to start going back into helping pay for future costs. However, here's the issue. I would also not ask for more than what you're valued at, because that makes no sense. Has to be within those ranges there. But you don't just give, investors don't just give you things for nothing. So you have to give them a reason to want it. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, my bottom line is I want a $128,000 investment at whatever percent share you think should be given. How much of your company do you want to stake over to them for that? Do you want to give them control of your company? You give them 51% and then they're majority owners. Or do you want to give them nothing, hardly, give them 5%? Good luck at getting more money from them, because I doubt anyone would give you $128,000 up front for only 5% back. Again, the percent is what every dollar you make, that amount of cents would go back to them. Because they're an investor, so they're a stockholder, they're a shareholder in it. So you're going to have to decide what you think is the best. Obviously, $128,000 is a lot of money, especially when your company is only valued at $140,000. So if you watch Shark Tank and you see it, a lot of times investments range. I've seen as low as 2 or 3%, and I've seen as high as 51%. My recommendation would be talk it out and see what you're comfortable with. 15% is a nice one. If I was an investor, I would want 15%. At this rate, I bet you're probably going to want even something 25%. You need to write it like this in there. You need to say the amount you're asking for at 25% ownership. Sorry, I can type. That's what you're looking for in that column there. That is it. Now, when it comes to talking to the panel of judges, you're going to have to defend that, and you're going to have to say why. They may not offer you. They may rebuttal back, and you're going to have to feel yes or no, say things like that. But that's how you would find it. This is a lot more complex, but we did use BizX, so it's an easier formula for us to build, and that's what we're looking for in that. So I hope this has helped. If you need any questions, just send me a reminder. I'm glad to help quickly, but follow the formulas that I've written there. And when I hit the equal sign on things, just watch it. It's very easy to add things up for yourself if you know how to do it. And once you start hitting the equal sign, but you'll be fine. Just go with it, and let's make sure this is done, because this needs to be done by Tuesday at 3 p.m. 5/22, because I have to print these out in color for all the judges. So this must be done. Those are yours there. Someone else will put in the competitors, but these have to be done, including your costs on both of these have to be where they need to be. So that is it. Yes, again, give me a reminder if you need anything. Thanks, guys.